To you Libras. So everybody's addressing the situation like, yo, oh my gosh, you're going for a job and getting trained for a job and all this stuff. And, they're making it sound like it's a funeral. Like, I'm still going to be out here making videos. I'm just going to be making videos less frequently. Um, anyway, so for you Libras, right, I could talk about it, but I'm just going to give y'all your reading. You have the King of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and then you have the Four of Pentacles for you Libras. So very much so, this is about how you Libras are about just being more focused on yourselves, being more focused on yourselves, making sure that you're good, and less focus on others. The Knight of Cups represents protecting yourself, protecting your emotions, understanding what your emotions are. And the Four of Pentacles represents taking care of yourselves, making sure that you're good above everything else. And then you Libras also have the Ten of Wands and the Three of Swords. Excuse me. And these two cards right here speaks to how, and then also there's this mental, spiritual, and physical walking away from anything or anyone that is essentially giving you persistent stress. So there's a sense of, if they don't stop it, right? Like if they don't stop giving you issues, right? If you told them a couple of times and they refuse to stop giving you issues, then there's a sense, from what I'm getting here, you Libras are essentially going to cut that communication short. You will not be in any kind of relationship or have any kind of relation to them whatsoever. And the Three of Swords speaks to how they won't like the fact that you Libras would have actually cut them off. But it's something that essentially needed to be done, because who cares about what it is that they think, right? In that sense now. Because if they wanted to have equity, if they wanted to have importance, then they should have treated you right, right? You don't build equity with people by essentially treating people like trash. By definition, you can't. To be equal, to have a voice, you have to show value. You have to show your value to other people, right? By definition, a person being iniquitous, by definition, is not about Libra equitability, right? The two of you actually have equal amount of say-so, but at the same time, the two of you have to learn to agree on something, right? No, it's about dominance, right? Inequitability, by definition, means to be unequal. So it's about dominance. It's about dominion. It's about having control or ownership over another person, right? Whether it's mentally, right, emotionally, through the mind and everything like that. And this is why a lot of you Libras would walk away. It's because, you Libras are not putting up with that. You're not putting up with that. That nonsense of being inequitable with you and all that trash, that's lame. Then you have the Devil card and the Nine of Swords, and then you Libras also have the Five of Wands. So these three cards are about you essentially, not only are you not putting up with that, but you Libras also understanding that the best thing for you to have been doing is for you Libras to essentially walk away. And that you Libras should have done this for a long time, like it is I said before, right? You just, again, just the remembrance of how peaceful you Libras' life is, because you ain't got to deal with that. You ain't got to deal with people giving you like stress and all of that. And you ain't got to deal with all of that, and you're not. And then you have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands speaks to how, and they don't like that. They don't like, a lot of people don't like the fact that you Libras are not putting up with the issues that they want to come into your life with. Let those hyenas do what they're going to do, truth be told. Let them do what they're going to do. Like, stop trying to, save everybody and save them and everything. And the reason why I'm saying, don't try to save them is because you giving them attention is saving them. You You trying to like help them out is saving them. Obviously, you spending excessive amounts of time on them is saving them. You're trying to pull them up and pull them out of the dysfunction that they on. You got to let them be on that type of time if that's what they want to do. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. You Libras just have to pay attention to what you've got going on, like throughout this entire reading. Because the Queen of Pentacles is about learning how to be nurturing to self, but it's also about learning how to be nurturing to other people. So there's a sense of you'll be nurturing to other people when they show you worth, when they're not coming into your life trying to create mischief for no reason and all this stuff, right? That's the point in time when you Libras will show a person some form of value. Up until then, why would you Libras just come out and show people worth and all of that? You're not. You shouldn't, right? So let's clarify the Ace of Swords. Three of Swords, King of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and then you have the Two of Wands, right? To clarify things for you Libras, right? To clarify the Ace of Swords. And the Three of Swords and the King of Pentacles, because of you Libras' ability to give up now, watch, you're going to see all kind of people who you had an issue with actually try to come back and try to like get back in your good graces, because that's the tug, the push and the pull relationship that you have with a dysfunctional hyena. That, you know, when it comes to important things, they always going to give you the opposite of what it is that you want, because they're dysfunctional. If you want to get away from them, they're going to want to come closer. If you want to come closer and hang out, then they are busy, right? And truth be told, they're never really busy on anything valuable. They always caught up on some stupidness going on that they got. And then you have the Queen of Cups and the Eight of Wands. And then what they'll do is, because it's a push and a pull relationship, right, with a dysfunctional person, you'll be upset. You'll be very upset. Like, why is it that this person is always trying to give you the opposite? And they have to give you the opposite because it's always this thing where they're trying to make you Libras imbalanced. They're always trying to get you to turn a particular kind of way, right? To lose your balance. I talked about surfing before. You surfing on a wave. You're learning how to be flexible. Your mind is learning how to be flexible, to not like force things, right? Like learning balance on a surface that is not linear. That is not linear like a street, right? That is much more liquid because it's water, right? So it doesn't have that hard linear surface. It's something where it's like, it's just the projection of the water pushing you forward type stuff, while at the same time you're floating. So you have to, learn balance. You have to learn how to shift your weight. That type of stuff is imminent if you're going to surf. When you apply that same thing when it comes to friends, right, and people who you have relation to in some way, it's the same principle that applies. When they're giving you a difficult time and you say, okay, I'm done. It is what it is. Since you don't want to cooperate, it is what it is. I'm not going to force the situation. Then right now it's a battle of wills, because now it's who's going to cave, right? Sometimes nobody caves, because the two of you are just built like that. And then but the majority of the times somebody caves, because now it's like, okay. So now there's this sense of, right, you have the Two of Wands. You Libras are going to see all the people whom you don't really rock with like that. Here they go and come right back to you again. Trying to get you Libras to hang out with them and yada. But here's the thing though, you Libras don't want them now. So you Libras are going to be bored around this time, because you Libras are looking at it like you starting to notice the pattern. When you say whatever, they got to do the opposite. You know what I'm saying? So is but this is why you Libras stop talking to them in the first place, because you know you can't trust them. But that's it. Peace.